Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. My name is Kat, known as phamerina.planning here on YouTube and on Instagram, and today's video is a plan with me for the week of December 23rd through December 29th using this miss+meow Christmas in the City kit foiled in gold. This is the last spread for 2024. I am so excited to have completed an entire year, not in one book, because I started this specific planner in April, but I do have a sticker kit for every single week of this year. Well, stickers laid down for every single week of this year. This is the older version of this kit because I wasn't around. She probably reformatted this kit because I remember looking at it on the website and the boxes do look slightly different than the one I have. And in general the format is different. You notice there were like the script headers on this version, which I personally don't use because I just don't use those. I got this in a D-stash, therefore, henceforth, why it is in the older format. Well, that's not necessarily why, but the D-stash was in the older format. I wouldn't have picked the older format myself. I also pulled in just some other kind of Christmas things in this colorway. Journal page from Saucy Stickers, the Dash of Stun leftovers from 'Twas the Night. What else? And just other random things, I guess. I don't really remember, to be honest with you. So we start off with the bottom washi, as we usually do. This was back when there was the split for the sidebar, which was fun to try to line back up. So I'm glad we don't do that anymore. And in the date cover area, I made it easy for myself and I just pulled in this gold foiled Christmas date cover taco thingy. I forget what they're called exactly. But I pulled that in since I got that in like one of Panda Bird Design's grab bags. And at first I was like not excited about it because it was in on white paper. But actually, I've come around to really enjoying the white paper for this kind of design because then I don't have to white out any date covers. Although I have an undated planner for next year, so that's not going to be a problem. But um, the white eliminates the problem of figuring out how to cover up the the dates that are already there, and then like trying to figure out how to decorate the white out so it doesn't look obvious. So that was really nice to not have to worry about that. In my sidebar area, I decided to go back with a full horizontal sidebar, and use a large script, and I wanted to make this look like decor that you would see on like a side table or something in someone's house at Christmas time, to kind of make decisions on how I wanted things to look. I did use the clear backing just to kind of map things out, play with the layering. So this is a nice way to, put some stickers down without fully committing to it. I think this was a conversation for this specific year of planners from Sadie Stickers. Like the paper rips. I think you saw it when I pulled up the washi. The paper rips, so it's kind of irritating to lay stickers down and then try to pull them up, which they do come up, but the paper rips and you feel bad about ripping the paper, or at least I felt bad about it. And to bring more Christmas to the spread, as if it wasn't Christmassy enough, I pulled in the baubles and some snowflakes. I believe this is actually a little more on the regular gold side rather than the light gold side. And then to cover up or finish up the bottom, I pulled in one of the floral trims. I think I only used one, so now I have like this other awkward random one to figure out what to do with. If I thought about it, I probably would have lined the top first. But then again, I have this weird thing about layering florals on top of florals, unless that's kind of what I want to do. Like I have the large floral over there, and in my brain, having a floral trim running into the large floral, it just like doesn't vibe in my head. I don't know. It's probably just a me problem because other people do it and I think it looks great. I just personally do not like doing it myself. I don't know why. I look at it and I'm like, ew, that looks ugly. um, and then to send this last spurt off with a little bit of extra sparkle, I lined my sidebar with, I think this is just the line washi from Sadie Stickers, um, which I got accidentally sent. I said that wrong. They accidentally said that one to me instead of the leaf washi. But now I'm thinking I should probably go back and get it because it just creates this great solid line border, which is, a great way to delineate something. And then just sprinkling in a little bit of extra sparkle, um, just in the flowers so that, when the page moves, you can see it a little bit. Then went I wanted to do something to delineate the date cover area from the full boxes area, and I don't think this specific kit had a lace washi. I don't think so. I might be wrong. But I feel like if it did, I probably would have pulled it in. So I don't think it had a lace washi, or any scallop washi. There might have only just been two washis for this one. I don't know. I can't remember. And then I felt like those dangles were kind of not dangling from anything. So I pulled some of the floral deco in to uh, give the dangles something to dangle from. Um, I feel like, so if you look at the size of these florals, there's one with like some smaller florals and some one with and the other she has like larger florals. And I wonder what caused the change in the floral size, cuz personally, I think for this spread, I think the smaller florals worked better. Um I don't know. I don't really. I remember I preferred one of these floral sheets over the other. Maybe it was the larger one actually. Now that I'm looking at it, um, because I feel like some shops. This is like a side tangent. Some shops have florals that are like way too small because I feel like for me, I like to cut them up. I like to um use them in different shapes. I don't know. I feel like if they're too small, they kind of disappear, even though they're very bold and very prominent, even if it's like a lighter color floral. Um, but when they're too small, it's like, what is this actually? I don't actually know. So I don't really know where the trend is right now, but I hope it doesn't get any smaller than what I was just using. Side tangent, random thought, don't even know where that came from, but now we're on to the full boxes. So I did debate about um actually no, I don't think the center strip was in there because I do remember thinking maybe I should put the center strip in, but I don't think it was there. Otherwise I probably would have pushed the boxes a little bit closer together and then put the center strip in. But I realized it'd been a while since I'd done my lace um, header frame thing. I don't know if you want to call it a trick or a technique or whatever you want to call it. But it's a thing, I like doing it. And it'd been a while since I'd lined my boxes with these lace headers. Specifically, these are the ones from Dash of Sun. I personally really love her lace headers for this. I don't know, it's something about that shape that just creates this really beautiful box. Um, I need to figure out how to make it so the corners don't look silly. I did try I think on a different spread, I tried the angle thing and it was a lot of work. To be very honest, it was a lot of work. And I'm like, it looks nicer, but I don't know if it was worth that a lot more work. So that's why I didn't do it here. I decided to cover up any weird looking edges with deco, floral, just anything to kind of hide it, because that's easier than trying to be precise on my angles. So that was the thought process for that box. And then I took the kind of food flat lay and bordered that box with some small food related deco. And then I put the girl in front of the um, like a store scene down here just because I wanted to. And I lined her with the box liners and just put some florals around her. Kept it simple. Um, I didn't, not that I was like, let's get this done. Because I did enjoy putting the space down, but part of me was like, you know, it wasn't even the kid. It wasn't even the fact that it was the year. I just wanted to get into my inserts. Like realistically, that was what was going on. I was like, I want to get into these inserts. I want to be done with this coil planner. Nothing against the planner. I just prefer the freedom that I have with the ring inserts. So I think that's kind of why I was like, let's get this down and we move on. But I don't entirely just disregard it. So on this side, I was trying not to do too many. I don't know. I just didn't want to like tilt the boxes next to each other. I feel like I'd been doing that a lot recently. And I wanted to try doing tilted boxes, but not tilt the boxes together. Um, like just, tilt them in the column and pull in some more deco from everywhere else. Specifically, I just wanted to use more from the frames and stamps. I think that's what the page is called. The frames and stamps from the "'Twas the Night" kit, because I just really liked a lot of those scenes that were there, and I didn't get to use very many of them for my "'Twas the Night" spread. Because I mean, that's the problem with having all of these add-ons and only so much space on the page, but also like I don't want the pages to be bigger because I only have so much creative energy in one session. So like I know like people have a lot of kit leftovers, and like when I have a lot of kit leftovers, I'm like, what do I do? I mean, I try to use them in other planners, but I'm like, I wish there was a way for me to cram more into this spread, but I don't want to do that either because I get tired after a little while. Usually if you see, I mean, granted, a lot of times the fade cuts are just me moving the planner around, and so without actually moving it on screen, so it kind of, I don't want there to be like this crazy weird jump cut, but a lot of times most of these spreads take me about like you know, 2 sessions, 2 days. I mean, there are a few spreads I've banged out in one session, but very very rarely does it take one session. It's usually 2 to 3. Mostly because of time, because I spend a lot of time layering. Um, and it's just I can only spend so much creatively at one time. And I know we're at the day by day. I'm finishing up this ramble. Um, so that was, me just trying to use more. And I honestly don't know why I'm trying to stay in the confines of the column, because yeah, I'm already out of it, so I don't know why I was trying so hard. But on Monday, on Monday, which is Christmas Eve, that's probably the first thing I marked, although I don't put any icon there. Oh, I put the little tree there. It was Christmas Eve. Um, Bub he'd been like having like symptoms of a cold for a few days. I think he also wasn't like really eating well. So before the holidays, we just took him to the doctor to get him looked at. They said he's perfectly fine as long as he's drinking, he's eating a little bit of food, and he's retaining it. As long as he's doing that, no need to worry, he's okay. Then after that, I marked that we had sausage and peppers, which is both mine and Bub's favorite meal. My husband knows it has Bub's favorite meal, but it's also my favorite meal. On the Tuesday the 24th, which was actually Christmas Eve, we watched Arthur Christmas. It is one of those movies that we watch every year. That's one of my husband's favorite Christmas movies. It's just so endearing. Does have that little lag in the middle, but we work through the lag. And then so Bub got a cozy coop from Santa. Um, and we committed to the bit. Santa committed to the bit of wrapping the cozy coop itself. So the cozy coop was built, got wrapped. The only things that didn't get wrapped were the wheels because it was 11 o'clock at night and we didn't want to wrap the wheels. Sorry, Santa didn't want to wrap the wheels. So that was how Tuesday night went after Bub went to bed. Wednesday was Christmas Day. We went to my family's place. We had pho with them, and then Bub stayed up there for the night because my mom was watching him the next day. She was babysitting him the next day. So we went home and I watched a Marble Olympics with my husband. He got me hooked on the Marble Olympics, although I have not checked in, so I should do that soon, but I've been really tired. And he's also been pursuing other interests right now. So, I mean, we'll probably loop back to the Marble Olympics. Um, on Thursday, 26th, yes, I had to do an AM grocery run because the husband started feeling not great. So I think he actually did stay home from work this day. So I had to go do an AM grocery run to grab Halls, orange juice, and other random things. This was also the Boxing Day sale for Dash of Sun. I folded laundry and did a planning session that night. On Friday, the 27th, I was, since it was a slow work day, I was doing some editing while I was also doing paperwork at the same time. Just a little bit over there, a little bit over here. We're good to go. Since not a lot, not a lot was going on. We were ramping up to get ready for a how do I call that? A campaign. And what I just showed you there is that sticker fell on the full box and it pulled up some of the image, and I'm really sad about it, but what can I do about it now? Don't drop your stickers, guys. Especially like, I don't know. This also happened for a different Dash of Sun kit where I dropped the sticker. Granted, it didn't pull up what was underneath, but that page is still sticky to this day. That spread was done shortly after August, so it probably was done in September. It's still sticky to this day. Those two pages stick together because of that sticker falling on the paper. We had pizza for lunch, and Bub got a play kitchen for Christmas. It is one of his favorite toys. He cooks on it all the time, so my husband built a play kitchen that day because he was home from work. On Saturday, oh, okay. I remember now. So I did a little snafu. I don't know how I didn't catch it on my notes. So what is being marked on Saturday is actually Sunday. So what actually happened on Sunday is I made bacon. It was a sick day because my husband wasn't feeling well. We drove around in the cozy coop at the park and I took a nap with Bub. But that's not what's being marked on the screen. What's being marked on the screen right now is actually what happened on Sunday, which was a Target run and a grocery run. I did dishes, and this was the day we went around in the cozy coop in the park. So the other day we just rode the cozy coop in the house. What I'm going to be marking on Sunday on the screen was actually the following Monday. Again, I don't know how I didn't catch this in my notes because I have it very clearly marked Sunday and Monday, but the brain did some dumb things. So you'll hear this in the next plan with me because these things are going to be marked on the New Beginnings spread. But I'll just do a quick overview. Sita from Starlight Paper Studio reached out to me about a freebie for her shop, basically PRing for her. I talked on Insta with my planner friends and we had Five Guys for lunch. But that's not actually what happened on Sunday. So here's the spread. Here are the kit leftovers. And with that, this planner, this 2024 planner, is completed. So I do plan to do a Q4 flip through, and then probably like what's the word? What do they call it? Planner tag awards or something like that. For 2024, but it'll be out as some I don't know, I have to still film it. So we'll get there when we get there, but here are all the kit leftovers. Sorry if I already said that. And that is the spread, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, I would love it if you gave me a like, leave a comment with any of your thoughts down below. Are you done with your 2024 spreads yet? No shade if you're not. Shade's not the right word, but you know, it's okay if you're not. And I would be so happy if you join my little channel by subscribing, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.